My children, listen. Faith is not a weapon of state. I say this because I have seen it lifted, not in prayer, but in declaration, held up as proof, as justification, as something to be used. And you are being told, this is strength. They speak of defense, they speak of protection, they speak as though belief itself must be sharpened, must be aimed, must be carried into conflict, but faith does not move this way. It does not advance by force, it does not secure itself through power, it does not require an enemy in order to define itself, and yet it is being shaped into something that does all of these things. My children, a weapon changes the one who holds it. It trains the mind toward opposition. It divides the world into sides. It teaches you to see others not as neighbors, but as threats. Faith was never meant to do this. It was meant to open you, to soften you, to draw you toward those you would otherwise avoid. But when it is turned into a weapon, that movement is reversed. You begin to close, you begin to defend, you begin to measure others by whether they stand with you or against you. And this is being called devotion. My children, be careful. When faith is placed in the hands of power, be careful. When belief is used to justify control, be careful. When the language of the sacred begins to resemble the language of conflict, because something has shifted. Faith cannot remain what it is when it is used to enforce, to exclude, to dominate. It becomes something else entirely. Something that may look familiar, may sound convincing, but no longer leads where it once did. I have heard leaders speak as though they are defending something holy, as though they are protecting what must endure. But listen, what is truly sacred does not need to be guarded by force. It does not require the authority of the state to remain true, and it does not call you to stand against others in its name. I speak to you now from a place that must remain unseen, because what I am saying cannot be spoken freely, where faith has been taken up as a tool of power. But you must remember, faith is not given to you so that it may be used against others. It is given to you so that you may be changed. My children, hear me. If belief is ever used to justify harm, to demand loyalty, to draw lines that cannot be crossed, then it has been turned into something it was never meant to be. Faith is not a weapon of state, no matter how it is presented to you.